everyone, how was your day? I hope you guys having a good day today. But not for me. I'm in the hospital right now with my dad because he is not feeling well. He showed up several symptoms that we are not sure what it's gonna lead to. So we are here for a checkup. But this morning I have read about chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is called COPD. The term COPD refers to a self-illness that impairs breathing and impedes the airflow. It's also a long-term lung condition that makes it hard for you to breathe. Based on what I read, there are two types of COPD, which are emphysema and chronic bronchitis. For emphysema, it occurs when the walls of the air sac, which is the alveoli, in the lungs are damaged, resulting in their fusion into a single, larger air sac. The oxygen in the blood is decreasing because it cannot absorb oxygen as well as the lung may expand out and lose their springiness if the alveoli are damaged. The person will experience shortness of breath when air becomes trapped in your lungs and you are unable to expel it. For chronic bronchitis, it refers to which the lining of the airways is constantly irritated and inflamed. This causes the lining to swell and make mucus. So that's a little bit about COPD that I read this morning. I hope my dad will not be diagnosed by COPD, but we'll see what the doctor will say about my dad's disease after this in the doctor.
Doctor, I think I must suffer from COPD because when I did some research on the internet, I found that the symptoms I am having is very similar to COPD. I feel like I am easily exhausted. I'm always out of breath, even though I just did a mild exercise like walking up a flight of stairs. And sometimes my chest also feels very tight and I cannot stop coughing. There are also sometimes when I cough and there is a yellowish mucus on my hand. And well, not just that, I frequently feel lack of energy lately.
Are you a smoker? If yes, may I know how many cigarettes that you smoke a day?
Yes, I am a smoker.
Oh, no wonder. As we know, COPD is a disease related to the breathing problems and also airflow blockage. Smoking cigarettes is a long-term exposure, which is about 15 to 20% active smoker will face COPD disease in the future. People that sitting near to the person who is smoking can be affected by this disease too. But people who is smoking, which is the active smoker, more exposed to this disease. Based on my research, smoking may slowing the lung growth and development for child and also teenager, and it can increase the ability for adulthood to be in this disease. Smoking can cause inflammation, which is when the cigarette burn, it creates more than 7,000 harmful chemicals. Plus, toxin of the cigarettes may weaken defense of the lungs against infections. It may cause lung to not functioning in a correct way, which is their role is to avoid infection occur in our lungs, but the lung cannot function in a correct way. Besides, it also may narrow our air passage and cause swelling occur in our air tubules. For the result, air sacs can be destroyed. So basically, the chronology started when we as a human start to damage our lung by burning it with the cigarette. Then, the symptoms like coughing and also wheezing will be developed. Then, you will be diagnosed with COPD. And if you keep smoking, your condition will be worsened.
Oh, I see. But how can smoking affect our respiratory system?
calm down, Uncle. I will explain how smoking can have a negative effect on our respiratory system. Cigarette smoke contains chemicals that can be transmitted through the internal air circulation system, lungs, and blood vessels, such as nicotine, carbon monoxide, tar, and other toxic chemicals such as benzene, arsenic, and formaldehyde. Although nicotine is very addictive, it is reasonably harmless. However, carbon monoxide is a toxic gas that replaces oxygen in your blood. This causes your heart to work significantly harder and prevents your lung from functioning properly. Tar, on the other hand, includes cancer-causing particles we call as carcinogen that will harm your body by constricting the small tubes, which is bronchioles, that absorb oxygen, while most toxic chemicals are carcinogenic to humans, which is the primary cause to cancer. So, as you already know, all the ingredients found in the cigarettes have negative implications for the respiratory organs and at the same time disturb the respiratory system, leading to COPD. The cigarette smoke causes damage to our respiratory organs, which are as such known as alveoli and bronchial tubes, where damaged air sacs are known as emphysema, while increased mucus in the bronchial tubes is known as chronic bronchitis. Emphysema occurs when the destruction of alveolar walls results in trapped air in alveoli, making it harder to get fresh air into the lungs, while chronic bronchitis occurs when excessive mucus productions impairs ventilation and gas exchange. Therefore, both diseases will lead to respiratory failure that cause breathing-related problems. Do you know that COPD can cause serious long-term disability and early death? Among the effects of COPD on sufferers, they have activity limitations, difficulty walking or climbing stairs, and they also need special equipment like portable oxygen tanks, and they will experience increase in confusion or memory loss, and they will have other chronic diseases like arthritis, congestive heart failure, diabetes, coronary heart disease, stroke or asthma, and they will have also experience depression or other mental or emotional conditions due to sufferers when engaging in social activities like eating out, going to places of worship, going to group events, or getting together with friends or neighbors. And this is because a constant cough causes less pleasure together in public.
Is there any treatment for this disease? Is there any?
Firstly, COPD patients who smoke should quit smoking. The inflammation brought on by tobacco smoke narrows the airways. According to Cleveland Clinic, smoke also harms cilia, which are hair-like projections that line the airways. As a result, they are unable to perform the functions of clearing the lungs of mucus and trapped particles. As I said earlier, COPD patients need to change their lifestyle. For those patients that have trouble eating because of shortness of breath or being tired, they can follow a special meal plan with smaller, frequent meals. Those who have chronic breathing problems can do exercise training, get nutrition counseling, breathing strategies, and more. People with COPD also can take medicine like a bronchodilator that helps to relax the muscles around the airway, or do surgery to remove diseases part of the lungs so healthier tissue can work better.
So what can I do to prevent it from getting worse?
Please do remember in mind that COPD does not have any cure. However, such treatment and lifestyle changes that I stated earlier can help you to breathe easier.
Oh, okay, so I got it, and thank you for the explanations.
Phew, what a long discussion in that. So guys, after you guys heard the conversation from the doctors about COPD, we can conclude that COPD is a serious long-term disease that affects our lungs and our respiratory systems. It mainly caused by smoking the cigarettes. I hope you guys who watch my live today gets new and a lot of information about COPD. We have discussed about the symptoms, how does smoking affect the respiratory system, the cure, and the prevention of the disease. So to those who are smoking right now, I hope you guys can consider about stopping it to prevent yourself from being affected by this disease and to save your lungs. I hope you guys can spread more awareness